Ladrido. And Lunette Ladrido served, I think, up to 2012 of Berlin in Germany as coordinator. And he said to me, I'm sure madali lang siyang kontakin. And his name is Mike and Linda Stockman. So si Mike and Linda Stockman, si Mike works in the German embassy in Wellington. And he told me, just look for the German embassy in New Zealand and you'll be able to get in touch with Mike. Sabi ko, siguro sa Wellington yun eh. Sabi niya, anyway, gaano ba kalayo yung Wellington sa Auckland? Oh, that's gonna be about 10 hours drive. Yun yung medyo okay na driving to Wellington. And he said, oh, just try it. Get in touch with him. That was July 2002. By, I think, October 2002, I was able to get in touch with Mike and Linda. So tinawagan ko si Mike over the phone in the embassy, and Mike told me, oh, you're a CFC. Oh, it's about CFC. Oh, my wife is more into it. So tawagan mo si Linda. So I get in touch with Linda, and Linda was able to tell me and invited me to come over. So it was a nice meeting. I had to do a work in Ngauranga here, and they picked me up, spent time with them, and stayed with them for the night, and that's where it all started. January 2003, we went back here with my family and Gigi's sister, Pinky and June, in order to start the campaign for the Christian Life program. We were hoping that during that campaign, somebody would raise up their hand and say, I'm a CFC from the Philippines. So we made a campaign, and we talked after the Filipino Mass in Lower Hutt, and told them that's gonna be a Christian Life program that will be held in February. So if anybody is interested, we pass on some flyers. Unfortunately, nobody raised up their hand. So there was no CFC in New Zealand, in Wellington then. Then we visited Father Raymond Soriano, used to be the chaplain of Filipino community. Come February, we were able to get in touch with, I think we were able to get in touch with Abbott and Rachel. So Abbott and Rachel were able to attend the first Christian Life program together with Tito Dani and Tita Ami. They were the first graduates of the Christian Life program, together with Pat and Belen. I don't know whether you know those people. And Bobby and Henny. They were the first few people, and I think there was another visitor who's now based in Wellington. His name is Dudes. I don't know whether you know someone by the name of Dudes. Oh, si Dudes and CLP, pero they're not Catholics. But they finished the Christian Life program, and we end up having a small household then. From then on, we were able to start the YFC straight away. The first camp was April 2003. And there was a big turnout. And it was a big group of YFCs. Because most of those people who attended there really wants their youth to be part of the YFC. So I think from Abbott's family itself, they already have 3 attendees. So the YFC was growing so big, but the CFC wasn't growing at all. Matagal po nag-pick up yung CFC. It took a while. And I was talking to my wife and asking her, is it really worth going back to Wellington? Because the very reason is, even how much we kept coming back to Wellington, the growth of CFC Wellington wasn't picking up. And we were asking the Lord in our prayers, is it really your will, or it is just our will to be in Wellington? And the message was, for the sake of the youth, I think you have to stay there. Because just imagine, that's the time when my kids were growing up. So we've got 4 boys. Our youngest is already 10. So when we were having our Christian Life program here, Sister Gigi was about 7 months old, having the 4th baby. And the 3rd baby was turning 2 years old. And the second one was just 3 years old. So we're about to end up having 3 toddlers on our trips, most of our trips here in Wellington. And we were trying to figure out how can we make the CFC Wellington more lively. And lucky enough, with God's blessings, missionaries from different parts of the world were able to come over. So Brother Romel and Sister Bing, who are graduates of, once again, in Germany. They stayed in Germany for a while, had their CLP there. After a few years, they went back here and found that there is a Couples for Christ group. So they integrate. So Mike and Linda gave up their household leadership and just concentrate in the YFC, and Romel and Bing were the household leaders. And from then on, that's where we started our Christian Life program, and the Handmaids of the Lord came about, where Tita Babes were one of the first graduates. So yung mga original graduates natin nandito pa, Tito Danny, Tita Ami, Tita Babes, although there were a number of them, sila na lang natira. And more later on, more missionaries came in. And these are missionaries from the Philippines. So Brother Mel and Sister Franz were those of the first people, missionaries that were sent by God. Brother Mel became the household leader later on and became the unit leader. I really honor this guy, Brother Mel and Sister Franz. You know, starting a mission area in Couples for Christ is not easy. Because the most difficult part in starting a mission area is how to build that routine of having the household meetings regularly. Yun yung pinakamahirap. Pag hindi na-establish yung household meeting regularly every week, the Couples for Christ in that area will not work out. Because in mission areas, normally when you start a Christian Life program, it's always only 3 days, the most. You don't do 12 sessions. You don't do 8 sessions. You only start with 3 days. And if you're going to do the Christian Life program for 3 days only, that means after the session, 3 days lang sila magmi-meeting in a year. So that's what happens in a mission area. Not unless there will be missionaries coming from the Philippines who are really CFC and understands the Life of Christian Life program and the life of Couples for Christ. That's the only way that CFC will be established in the area.